Madam Clerk, Mr. Arrington. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening, Mayor Edge and City Council members. My name is Thomas H. Arrington III. I reside at 305 Stonewood Court. I come to the chamber this evening to thank Mr. Harrell for starting the process of moving Chesapeake towards fiscal responsibility. I realize you are in the early phase of your plans, and I hope your efforts will yield the results Chesapeake has needed for years. In 2002, the city budget was $593 million, and now in 2007, the budget is $920 million. The city population in '02 was about 203,000, and now in '07, the population is roughly 221,000. The budget increased $327 million, while the population only grew by about 18,000 people. Our city council has had a spending problem for several years now. Citizens of Chesapeake have seen their property taxes rise constantly, while wealthy private developer projects are subsidized with taxpayer money. It's hard for me to believe that it has taken so long for somebody within our city government to mention tightening the budget or reduce spending. Mayor Edge and Vice Mayor Parker both have been on council for 12 years. Mrs. Willis has been on council for 8 years. And Mr. Hayes, you have been on council for 4 years. Surely that is ample enough time to advocate for and implement true fiscal conservative principles. When projects like Bell Harbor at SoNo have to be re-examined in an attempt to add new amendments that will defray the cost away from the Chesapeake taxpayer, why wasn't this thought about when the project was first voted on? The majority of this city council has always put the developer's needs ahead of citizen concerns and quality of life. We are going to change that. Unmanaged growth is slowly destroying our city. Violent gun crime has reached epidemic heights in South Norfolk on this city council's watch. Some of you say it has started long ago, and that may be true. But look at how long you have been in office and ask yourself, what have I done to tackle this problem as I watched it grow? We are short police officers, and while watching crime in this area increase, what did you do? You decided to fund our economic development department 5 times more than the police department. I ask you, is that common sense politics? There has been an increase in citizens' water bills that needs to be addressed. A few weeks ago, Mrs. Adams mentioned she was receiving numerous emails on this issue. Recently, Suffolk residents have been on the local news with the same unwarranted increases. Why does the city only give citizens 2 options to resolve this problem? One is to pay $25 to have your water meter inspected, which is refunded only if you have a faulty meter. This meter is the water company's equipment. Why should the consumer have to pay to have it inspected? The other option is to have an unidentifiable leak study done on your property. However, this problem seems to be a computer-generated glitch that is causing a billing problem. What steps are being taken to correct this problem? Will citizens affected by this problem be given credit for payments they have made on higher bills that may have been generated by system error? What recourse does the consumer have besides the 2 options I previously mentioned? Is there a public service commission that utilities must answer to? If I have a problem with my cable bill and do not receive satisfactory solution, I have the right as a consumer to seek help from the FCC, Federal Communications Commission. If we currently do not have a commission that utilities must answer to, I suggest we try to create one, consisting of representatives from water, gas, and electric companies. This commission should not create another level of governmental bureaucracy and be very small in size. Perhaps these representatives from the utility companies can serve on this commission as part of an employee loan program. The consumer must be given more recourse than what is currently in place. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mr. Arrington. Any further speakers?